All right, ladies. Well, welcome to the business clinic today. I do have a couple of quick announcements. You know that we've been making changes very quickly in 2023. And so I think everybody here has gotten the memo that we are crossing boundaries. We're taking boundaries down, and we're letting our VIP members access any kind of the clinics, the opportunities that we have. So this is where our entrepreneurs and our corporate women get to come together and learn. Because I know that some of our corporate ladies have expressed interest in, well, I may want to do something on my own. And they've described entrepreneurial things that they want to do. And then also with our entrepreneurs, we find that entrepreneurs just have as much mindset challenges as anybody else. So Wednesdays are going to be strictly business coaching, how-tos, and we're also offering some series. I'll share one here in just a second. But then Thursdays are going to be mindset, confidence type of coaching, where we get to deal with our personal and professional challenges on a mindset level. So one of the things that I want to make you aware of, in case you haven't gotten the memo, on the fourth Friday of every month, we are going to offer a series. And that series is, let me share my screen here with you all. That series is write a book in a year. So it's like a 12-session program for women who have a story. We are inviting the public. You're already registered. You don't pay anything extra for this. Just the fourth Friday, if you are interested in writing a book, we will walk through the process of that, and so it'll be very practical. And those of you that know me know that I'm very practical. I show you how to do things. I give you resources. It's a chance to get to have some accountability. So I want you to be thinking about that. Have you ever thought about writing a book? And if you have, then you'll want to especially be mindful that we will be doing this on the fourth Friday.
How do we sign up for it?
You don't have to, because you're already a VIP business member. So you're automatically, you already have the calendar invite. The hold for our regular Wednesdays, it's at the same time. So in lieu of what we would have done before, the fourth Friday of every month, we will be focused on book writing. Make sense? Anybody else have questions about that?
Angie, could I use this process for creating journals?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So anything that you want to publish, I have, you may want to publish poems, or it could be that you want to write a memoir. You can write a fiction book. It doesn't matter what your topic. This will be applicable to really just getting you through that process and helping you to actually publish your writings, whatever those may be, by the end of the year. What other questions do we have about this? Who's interested in writing a book? Deidre. Let me see. Let me adjust my screen here so I can see all of you. Okay, so we've got, so Michelle wants to write a book too. All right. So that just means that, that's what we're dedicating our fourth, did I say Friday? I meant Wednesday. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, because I'm not seeing it on my calendar, and I'm like, what am I missing?
Sorry, Rachel. That's twice I've done that. It's on our Wednesdays, our regular Wednesdays. Sorry.
That's why I was asking, well, how do I sign up? I want the calendar invite.
Right. You've got it. It's on Wednesdays.
All right, then I've got it. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing for you to do, nothing that you have to do in order. So Michelle, are you raising your hand because you want to write a book or you have a question? You might be eating or on your bike right now. She took her hand down. Okay, so she was just saying, hey, I want to write a book. Okay, I get the memo. When we get to know each other, we can just read each other's Zoom language, and that there is such a thing as Zoom language. So thank you for communicating with me on that, Michelle. Okay, the other thing that I want to make you aware of is one of the things that we've been saying is that I'm going to offer 4 intensive clinics over the course of the year. And this is going to be specifically for women business owners and entrepreneurs. So I want to show you our very first clinic that we're going to do is going to be a 1-day to clarity intensive business strategy session. Okay. Now, this session is a little bit different. This, for those of you that have been in Ready, Set, Succeed, and you've been my one-on-one coaching client, you remember the strategy day that we did that was so valuable. Well, what I'm doing is I'm offering this in a group setting. I'm only taking 15 ladies to do this. Deetra McGuire, you are a coaching client, so you don't have to pay for this because you are that coaching client. For the public, I'm offering it for $297, but for all of you ladies, if you want to do this is a full day, it's only going to be $59. And that is to really cover our food and materials and snacks. Okay. Anybody outside of our VIP membership is going to have to pay $300. This is a session that I normally charge almost $3,000 for anybody else. So it's a huge value, but I really want to give you all a chance to register for this and take you through this process. It's super valuable. And so you can register for this on Eventbrite, and for my VIP members, you're going to want to use this promo code. The promo code is going to be VIP 59. VIP 59, and that's all caps. I'll put that in the chat for you. VIP 59. If you want to do this, you do have to register for this. And I'm going to send you the link. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I don't know what I just did. Let me redo this. So if you're wanting to go into 2023 and you want to just get crystal clear on where you're going in business, check this out. There's the link. And when you go to the strategy session, when you go to the details, let me just give you a quick review. Let's see here. Yeah, so the things that we'll work on your brand and your branding, your purpose, your business priorities, packaging and pricing, marketing and sales. If you have a website, we'll do a website review for you. And then I'm going to also give each of you individual feedback about your business direction. I'll give you what I know works. And so I'll give you my business expertise. Okay. So it's a pretty good deal for $59. $59. That's the value of being a VIP member. Okay. Anybody have any questions about that before we jump into our topic?
Will I sign up a different way?
Yes, you will. You have a different code, and let me give that to you real quick here.
And I'm actually coming out for it.
Yay!
You are?
I am. I'm going to be in Louisville, Kentucky that weekend, and which is 2 hours away from you guys. So I'm going to come out either Wednesday or Thursday, spend some time with people, come to the session, and then go to my event for the weekend.
Yay! Okay, so let's get down to business here. Anybody else have any questions? All right, very good. All right, so our topic today has to do with backgrounds. And as you notice, I have a background that I formulated. I need to scoot my chair over. There we go. Now you can see the title. All right. So today, how many of you have a Canva account? Okay, if you do not have a Canva account, you can sign up for a free one right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat. You don't have to pay anything. You can sign up, get the freebie, but you can also, if you don't want to do that, you can also use your PowerPoint to design. It's a little bit more clunky to do that, but you could technically use PowerPoint if you wanted to, okay? So as those who don't have the Canva account are signing up, let me get to my right screen here. So we want to, our topic today is making Zoom backgrounds in Canva. Why do you think that this is important? Why would we be spending our time doing this? Anybody have any thoughts?
Because the whole world runs on Zoom.
That's exactly right.
I wish I had bought bought stock in Zoom in 2020, like 2019.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's already went way back down. You're fine. We missed.
I just realized that I only sent that to you, Deetra.
You did.
Okay. Yeah, any other thoughts about why the background is important?
For branding, we're sitting on Zoom and I'm looking at, I could be looking at your company name, your title, your website, or just anything that's catchy. So that's even another way for marketing also.
Right. You know, one of the things about being on Zoom is that despite what people believe, they're not just focusing on you the whole time. People's minds have to go different places. And so they tend to look at different aspects of the screen. And so if I've got let me just do a quick show here. So this is my house. This is my living room back behind me. So if I'm trying to talk to you and teach you something, where might your eyes tend to focus?
On the couch.
Okay, on the couch. You might start looking at all the decorations on my shelf, right? And what I don't want you to remember about me is, you know, how I designed my shelves, or the fact that I've got a gas fireplace, or my couch is beige. And so the beautiful thing about creating Zoom backgrounds, you can definitely blur. That's a very common thing that people do, but why not take advantage of the fact that you have an audience that's looking at you, and you want them to remember you, and you want to have them associate you with your colors, your, you know, certain things that you just want them to remember about you. Maybe you want them to remember your website address or your email address. You want to create a brand, and this is just the perfect opportunity to do that. And the thing about it is Zoom has all of these cool different backgrounds, you know, like we've got this one right here, but everybody on Zoom has access to these, and they really are just kind of weird. So right now I'm looking like, I mean, if I had red and black on, I would look like a ladybug in the grass. Or how about this one? Like I'm I've got a big bridge behind me, right? And it's just, how does that even align with who I am as a person? So this is the opportunity to just add different things that identify you, identify your brand. Maybe you're a blue person, right? Maybe you're more of someone that is just more low key. And I still have my name and my business up here. So if you're a business person, this is a great opportunity for you to even put your business name up here and your website. All right, and so I'll just come right back to this one because I made this one for today so that you remember, okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're making Zoom backgrounds for business. All right, so let's have a quick discussion here. And let me get off of that. Does everybody have a Canva account now? Okay, great. So let's talk about just very quickly, what are some types of meetings that you have on Zoom?
Client
Anyone?
calls.
Client calls. Okay.
Coaching meetings,
Coaching. Yeah.
connection and networking.
Mm-hmm.
These calls.
Mhm.
Yeah. These calls, which are more learning instruction types of calls. Yeah. So
meeting, like sharing
ahead.
information. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so you all are talking about different kinds of meeting, and every single meeting has a different kind of feel to it. So if I'm having a meeting where we're coming together as a fun VIP community, I might use my purple background, right? I might just say, well, we're going to make it fun today. Oops, sorry. We might make it fun, and I might just go completely off Zoom. But I might say, hey, these are the VIP colors, and everybody who knows the VIP center know that this is a branding color of ours. So I could have this background here. But if we're having a client meeting, you might want to use something that's a little bit more subdued, a little bit more
Are you
conservative.
sharing your screen?
Are you able to see my background when I change it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, watch me.
Watch you. Yes.
Right. See, okay, so I went from here
Oh.
to here. Yeah. So, I mean, let's just talk about when you are looking at this background, how does it impact you?
It's bold.
Okay, so I want grape crush and then food, but that more speaks to like my problems in life. I like food a lot, so it's I'm like, oh, grape crush, because it's like the vibrant purple that Crush uses for their purple.
Yeah. So, and that's okay. You see, our brand has different impacts on different people. And so I might use this if I might even use this for food fighters, right? Or a fit and focus program, or I might use this, I mean, just because it's a little bit fun and a little bit whimsical. But I wouldn't want to go on a coaching call with an executive client with this.
Yeah.
It's just not the right feel. So let's talk about, how do you feel with this background?
Well, with your current shirt color, you kind of fade into it and you're just a head, which
Yeah.
honestly, that's one of the reasons I just blur, because I feel like whenever I do a background, part of me gets cut off, like facially.
Okay.
How do you avoid that?
Well, you stay in the middle of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'd rather them see like this background right here than like my living room, or especially if you're working from home. I mean, if we're just having a conversation here in our group, it's no biggie, right? I mean, it's no big deal. But when you are trying to establish a brand and influence with other people and clients, that's a whole different ball game. Okay, how do you feel when, let's see, I have to move my chair around. How do you feel with this background?
Calm.
Calm?
Professional.
Professional? Okay.
And I like how your name VIP Center is in different font. I even see your logo, but it still doesn't overpower
Right.
the backgrounds, and you're centered nice in it. It looks nice.
Yeah. So one of the things to remember when you're making your Zoom backgrounds is remember that people's eyes go from the left upper corner to the right and then down. So it's like a big Z. You know, their eyes are constantly going like this. And so if you're going to have important information, then you want to make sure that you want things always land on the right-hand side. That's really the best place to put any kind of lettering or wording or your logo. Putting your logo in the left is absolutely fine. It's very much like a website. That's where people start. You know, once they scope you and they see you, then their eyes are going to start to wander and they're going to go from left to right, then down to the bottom, left to right. So a big Z is what they do. All right, let me come back to the screen here. So believe it or not, a lot of people make a mistake because when they're doing more of a workshop or an instructional teaching info style kind of thing, putting it on the right-hand side is the best way to go because you want them to go from you to looking at the information and absorbing it, okay? They're going to look at you first, and then you're going to be validated by the information that is to the right of you. Okay, so let's just do, you should have a fillable worksheet. Did everybody get that in your calendar invite? Should have that in your calendar invite. Okay, let me get off of here. All right, I'm going to share my screen really quickly. And I know those of you who were on last week, we did a really quick drive-by and I asked you to try to work on this a bit. And but today we're going to try to come up with, we're going to have at least one graphic, okay? Okay, so I want you to very quickly jot down what you would want to put on your background. Now, remember, we want to keep this minimalist. We don't want a ton of stuff, you know, birds flying around our heads and all that. But I want you to think about, is it your name, business name? Is it a title, web address, a logo? What do you want to put on your background? So jot down the top 3 things that you want to put on there. And then I want you to go down to that branding box and I want you to identify what, if you have branding a color, if you're in business and you have certain colors, just jot down what those colors are. And then the other box is, what do you want your background to convey? You know, what is the feel that you want people to have when they see your background? Let's just take about 5 minutes or less to do this. Okay, just real quick, what were some of the things? Let's start with you know, what is the feel that you want people to have when they see you on Zoom in the background? Lydia, what would you say?
So I am starting out a photography business and my target audience are ages 1 to 9, and I want to focus on composite work, like a storytelling type of image.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have probably pastels and childlike colors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. All right, someone else share. Angie, go ahead, Rachel.
I want to make sure that people have confidence in what I'm able to teach them. Like if I want to do a class online.
Mm-hmm.
So Stormy Waters is writing, but because it's Stormy Waters, my colors are blue and white. I want it to be very calming too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, very good. Angie, I can't remember if you told me that you were going to be in your car today or if you're actually at your desk. She's on mute, so she may be in her car. I think she was telling me that she was going to be in her car. Michelle, how about you?
Mine is more like speaking events, most likely, and team meetings. And with our agency mission, we need to portray like quality, integrity. You need to know that you're going to get a really good service from us.
Okay. All right, very good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go into Canva. And what I recommend that you do is that you click on, you've got our my screen on here, but I also want you to be able to just pull them out, take your tab, click on your tab and pull it off to the side and open up a separate window. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to share my whole screen just so that you can see what it looks like here. Okay, let me get off of that. So let me do that again. So just in case. Let's see, let's go to Canva. So you're seeing my screen right now, and you want to have a separate Canva so you can follow alongside if you need to, two separate documents like this. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at you all, and I'm just going to be on the screen here. So if you have a question, I won't be able to see your hand. You'll just have to holler at me. Okay, and yeah, so see here, I've got like, one of these is my screen and one should be your screen. All right, so I'm going to come off of that. Okay. Wait a minute, I do need to come back to my worksheet. Hold on. All right. Now we're ready to roll. Okay, so you've got some instructions here that are very easy to follow on your worksheet. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to type in Zoom backgrounds, okay? You can type that in. And the reason why we just want to use a template is because the sizing is correct and we don't have to customize it in any way. And so usually it turns out well. You can see here that there are all kinds that you could actually choose from. Like here's a white minimalist. So you might even choose to use one of those. And I want you to, let's just go ahead and do that now. I want you to just pick one that appeals to you and click on it and let's open it up. Okay, so I'll get that one right there. Some of these are, I do have the
Pro?
yeah, I've got the pro account, so you may not see all of these that I'm seeing, but just pull one out that you like. How many of you, this is the first time you've ever tried to use Canva? Anybody? Is everybody pretty familiar with it? So Lydia, for you? So Melody? Okay. Let me make this bigger a little bit. I'm gonna load this up. Okay, quick lay of the land. You can click right onto your template here and you'll see that you have basically a bar to work with right here. It's got like a rainbow color, background color, edit image, crop, flip, animate. All right, so let's just say that right now, so we're going to edit this image. And just some things to know, you'll get this window that pops up and you can brighten this up a little bit if you want. You want to fade it out or you want to make more contrast to it. You can do all of these things. If you want to make it black and white, you can pull it all the way to black and white if you want to, but you got these fun little buttons and gadgets that you can play with. We want to keep this very simple for today. And the beautiful thing about this template, it already has a place for everything. So really what you can do, you can either delete this or you can just like click on this logo. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. It's telling us to have our logo here. And normally what you would do is if you have a logo, you would go to uploads and you could upload your particular logo into Canva. Those of you that have used Canva before, and if you have your logo in there, all you have to do is scroll down and find, or you can even say like logo. If you have a file named that. Okay, so there's my VIP Center logo. Plop it on there. Now you can shrink this up by dragging the corners. And I'm going to put that logo right over there in the corner. How many of you have a logo that you want to put in the corner? Deetra does, okay. Rachel, you do. So are you able to do that now?
I'm working on it.
Okay, awesome. And for the sake of it, even if you don't have a logo, you just plop one on. I mean, you can go under, you can even just go under elements, and there's all kinds of little nifty things that you can plug in there. What I don't recommend is that you have something that's animated, because your audience will never hear you if you have something animated on your background. So let's see, those are stickers. I'm just going to put this. So I could just pick that logo and stick it in there just for the sake of practicing. When you have that logo in place, let me know by a show of hands. Deetra has yours. Rachel has yours. Lydia has yours. Michelle has yours. You doing okay, Melody?
Yeah, I was trying to find my logo. What folder I stuck it in.
Okay. Do you want to just plop something in there, just a picture to walk through the exercise?
Sure.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
My logo has a white background that doesn't look like yours is. There's no extra color.
Mm-hmm.
How do I guess maybe I have to get Canva Pro to be able to do that, because it won't let me edit the logo.
Okay. So are you, let me click on edit image. Typically what you would do is the background remover.
Yeah, that's a pro.
Okay.
All right, never mind.
Mine has the same thing though, Rachel. And so what I'm trying to do is I added an element that is a rectangle and did a white background, and kind of like Angie's had that two-tone kind of color, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I've divided my background to just encompass my logo with the white background and that white rectangle on one area, and then I have the rest of the scene on the other side. It might look funny if you have the desk though, depending on the picture.
Thank you.
Yeah, there are always cool workarounds. Like you could just like take this circle right here, and go to position, move it backwards. I mean, that's an ugly color for that. It clashes completely, but I mean, you could always, that when I hear you saying that, Michelle, really, I mean, there are workarounds. You could put a square, you could put a circle behind it, change the color. Like if I wanted to do this, or that's not going to work. That's horribly ugly, but, and that's why I removed the background. So, so if Rachel, your logo was created in Canva, and here's what I would be willing to do. If you need your logo edited, you can send it to me and I can do it in the Canva Pro for you.
Oh, okay. I think what happened was the image that I'm using was uploaded from a screenshot that I had taken when we were doing something else.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll play with it.
Okay. You should have a transparent background logo somewhere that I've created for you.
Yeah.
And you can even download it from your Wix website. Okay, so we're going to move to the other side over here, and let me blow this up a little bit so that it looks bigger and scoot it over. All right, so we've got a signature over here. So here's where you're going to put your name and the other information that you wanted to put on this. So right now we see that the font that we have is the Brittany font. So let's just go ahead and put our names in there. Just click right on it. And you've got your name. Once you get your name in there, I want you to click on the fonts and find the one that you like the best, okay? You just click on that font. You want it to be readable, and it depends on your audience. So if you're with an audience that is a little less formal, then you can have some of these more playful fonts. You have to make them bigger, but some of these are super tiny. Anybody know how you make your name bigger? How do you make your text bigger? There's two ways.
The size button at the top of the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can blow it up like this just by clicking the plus or minus signs. But you can also make it easy by clicking on the little dots in the corner. You can make it super big. You can make it smaller, just like that. Once you have your name, then go on to the next line. What is the other information that you want to put? So is it your business name and your web address, or is it, maybe it's your title and your email? So go ahead and put in your most important information.
Angie, how do you choose a font that goes with the font you currently have? Does that matter as much?
So the rule of thumb in design is that your primary word or couple of words should be a fatter, more thick, bold. And then your secondary information, you can, it needs to be thinner, more lean and clear. So there's actually research on which ones go best together. But like for this, I mean, this is a thicker one, this is a thinner one, but because, I mean, this font is thinner, you have permission to do all caps in this situation. Let's see, we've got, yep, see there's another one that it's very clear. The more words that you have, the more clear and concise and tight you want your font to be. And so sometimes it's just even, just playing around, right? It's just See, that's, I mean, that's all caps, so that's too much.
Okay.
For those of you that if you ever make a mistake, I love this button right here, the undo arrow. You can always click it back to return to where you were. This little button up here. When you've got your information in for your name and everything, let me know by a show of hands. Lydia's got yours. Good. Melody's got yours. Michelle. Deetra. Good. While you ladies are getting your fonts, I'm going to show you another interesting way. So you notice that this is all white in the background and it might be difficult to read. So I do this trick all the time. I'll just take like a square and I usually like to use on the lower part here, but you can simply add an emphasis bar here. So that way there's no complexity and there's no problem with being able to see the background. And you can use your branding colors. So let's say that you want to create trust, but also influence. That royal blue is a great color for that. Or you could have your specific branding color. So like VIP, if you know, purple, that's our color. You could even have more fun with the design by adding a secondary color that might be your branding color. So let me see if I can pull up. This is the VIP center colors. It's a nice little label right there, right? Is anyone, oh, one other thing. I do say that you can add a little bit more information. Let's say that you want to add a little bit more text down at the lower right. Maybe it's the website address. So I'm going to go down here, just add some text here. Let me go ahead and I could plop that down. Let's come on. Down there in the corner. You don't want to have too many different fonts. So like this is Lato. So I'm going to make this Lato. We'll do Lato bold. There we go. And then I think I'm going to make another emphasis bar here. Got to move the position back. And let's say that I want to make the colors consistent with my branding colors. Okay, when you're ready to share your design, let me know and you can share your screen. Crystal, you want to go ahead and share? I'll stop sharing. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Love the bright purple. So one of the things that I want to note is that you're going to be in front of that building. So I want you to try this out. I want you to add this to your Zoom and make it your background, and let's get a look to see what the impact is, okay? Okay, and while you're doing that, let's check on someone else. Who else wants to share their screen? Don't be afraid.
I can share, but it's very, very simple.
Go right ahead. Simplicity is awesome. All right, very simple. Yep, there's your logo up there at the top. All right. Although I would, because you've got the white around your logo, I might make that cream color, this cream, a white, just to make it just a little bit cleaner.
Okay. Give me a second. I don't think I can. I think that's
Now
part
you
of the.
can go up to the button. You see
Which-
where it says animate, and then the color button is right next to it, the beige. Click there. Yep. And then
But
you
I
just
can't.
go over and click white. There you go.
Ooh, oh, that does help.
Yeah, so if you put that as your background, it's very simple design, so they're mostly going to be focused on you. Right? Very good. All right, who else wants to share?
I can.
Okay,
I've
can share.
never shared a screen, so I think it's under meeting, under start share.
I don't
Is
know
that
if that
correct?
came through.
Oh, it's just on where your line is for you on video. You see participant chat share screen.
it's a green button.
Let's see. Oh, here, yeah. Someone else go ahead, because I think I haven't set this up yet. Oh, wait.
You can either share desktop or just the option below it that's really just the screen. I would click desktop just to, because if it's up on your desktop.
Someone else go ahead real
Okay.
fast. I think I'm
Okay.
figuring it out.
No problem. There's Michelle. All right. So you, all of those Canva lines, that means that that is a premium.
Okay.
But I guarantee that there are similar pictures in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I love the whole Michelle Allen executive director. That's awesome. I might do so click on over on the left, click on your background button down there. See, there's one that's kind of similar to it, like third, yep. Okay, that's a Canva, okay.
Which is okay. I can find something else. What I liked about this is though that I can change the color, which I
Mhm.
thought was kind of cool, like you talked about.
Yeah. So you could even, knowing that that's the kind of design you want, you might even put, you might even put a gray background or metal background. When you can even type in the words if you wanted to. Okay. Buddy.
Oh.
Stop. Sorry, that's my dogs.
I might have to check out my subscription and see because I've
Yeah.
got.
If ever I were to encourage you to get a subscription to anything, it would be Canva. There is so much that you can do in here and create in here. It's not even funny. And it is so worth the subscription.
And I think somebody told me if you have a nonprofit, Canva will give you a subscription for free. I don't know exactly how that works. If you have to like prove that you're a 401c or whatever.
Yeah.
1c. But somebody told me you can get a Canva Pro account for free if you do that. I don't know how you sign up for it though.
Okay. Okay, Crystal, did you try out your are you able to try out your virtual? You're on mute, but let's try these on. Let's everybody do this. We got just a couple more minutes to do this. Everybody know how to put your virtual background on?
Nope, walk us through that.
Okay, great. So you see where we've got our video button down at the button. We've got mute and then we've got stop video button. You'll click onto the little caret and then you'll wait a minute. You have to download this. I forgot. Cart before the horse. Hold on. You will need to, let me share my screen again here for you ladies. You're going to need to download this. So you will share that. You'll hit download PNG file. Hit the download. All right, so it's downloading. Don't close the window while it's downloading because you'll have to do it again. It always does that. Okay, so now that I've done that, so then you'll go over to where you've got mute, stop video, the little caret by the stop video, and choose your virtual background. Is everybody there? So the little button by stop video, you can also log into your Zoom account and upload your backgrounds that way, but this is the easy way to do it. So you'll hit the caret. You should see it says select a camera, FaceTime, then it says blur your background, choose virtual background, choose video filter, video settings. Choose virtual background. And then you should have your preset. There you go, Crystal. There you go. You look like there's a little horn on the back.
I know. I was like, it keeps popping up. It's my hair. It's my hair.
So you are able to, the way that you're able to add a background is there's a tiny little plus sign on the far right about midways underneath your screen, and you can click that button and you can add your image. Are you all able to see my screen while I'm doing this? Okay. And then you just simply download it like you would any other file, hit open. And it automatically applied it when I downloaded it here. So here I am in my executive boardroom talking to my inner executive committee right now. And yeah, so you can pick your backgrounds from here and apply them. All right. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. We've just walked through a very simple way to create a background and customize it for yourself. You can build these from scratch if you want to. All you have to do, or you can even take this template that you created, duplicate it. You've got a second one, and now you can start, let's say that you want to leave your stuff right where it is, and you want a completely different background, all right? So we can go, let's say, you can go to backgrounds, you can go to pictures, you can upload something. Let's say I'm doing coffee today. Let's see, does that go in? I don't know if that'll go in. Let me just take this background off. Hi, I'm Angie with Angie's Coffee. Let's see here. Remember, you can always position, so I want that to go to the back. And I just created a completely different, always having to position things. I made a completely different background. This is so fun, and it's also great if you're struggling with problems and you just need to work through a problem. Get in here and just be creative, and you will come up with some of the most fabulous backgrounds. Look at Deetra McGuire. Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Look at you, ladies.
Why is all my wording backwards?
Oh,
You
yeah.
need to unclick. There's a button that says mirror. When you're looking at your choosing your virtual backgrounds, you need to uncheck the button that says mirror my video.
Oh,
Okay.
So I need to make my font smaller, I think. I have a lot of fonts. I was just,
I would put your website address down at the bottom corner because you don't need more than 3 lines.
the bottom right corner.
good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you could even, yeah, that's exactly what I would do. I mean, you could even take your core beliefs, coaching and consulting, and your web address and put those in the bottom right corner, and that would still be good.
Do they
But-
need to be smaller?
Yeah, I would take that core beliefs and drag it by the little corner and make it even. You know, they need to be even if at all possible.
Okay.
Okay, so was that fun?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it was sort of fun.
Sort of fun.
All right, well, that's what I have for you today, ladies. Next week, we're gonna get back into business strategy stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this little tactical creative exercise. And we will see you next Wednesday, or maybe Thursday if you want to get mindset and challenge coaching.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Be there or be square. All right,
Thank
ladies, have
you.
a great rest of the day.